Here's my next radio. 1930 Majestic Model 30 radio. And it is in pristine condition. It looks like it's been restored before. Just because I got it in an antique store. The owner said that it works. And I looked at the power cable. It looks semi-new, and there's a new antenna back there too. So I thought I'd make a video about it in case someone else came across this model to get sort of a in-depth look inside the chassis. And this thing weighs a lot. It weighs, it weighs like 50 to 60 pounds. And it doesn't look like it would weigh that much. So let's take a look behind it. So you got a nice big speaker in there. I think it uses 6 tubes. I think it uses like an 80 for the rectifier, a 42, maybe 2 42s for the audio output, and then a bunch of 24s for the RF. This is the new antenna that came with it. I mean, semi-new, but it makes me think that someone's been in here, maybe rebuilt the power supply. I think this is where the power supply would be, or where the power supply caps would be. It looks like their transformer in there is just massive. But I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the chassis and just take a look at it. I'm not too familiar with really early 30 sets, and I'm even less familiar with 20 sets, so this will be a good little project for me. Majestic screen grid receiver, model 30. Retube only with Majestic tubes. After installing receiver, tune into a station around 1,000 kilocycles and adjust volume control for, I think it says loudest volume. Then adjust the antenna compensating condenser by turning black something until maximum volume is obtained. No future adjustments will be necessary unless the antenna length or something is changed. Okay, so you get a little diagram right there. Oh, so I guess that's the separate volume control. So I was looking at the schematic and it said it had 2 volume controls on it. So I guess that's what that is. That's interesting, okay. There's the antenna connection. I bet that's ground. All right, let's go ahead and take this out of this case and see what's going on. All right, so here's under the chassis. I think this was the big capacitor block. It has a bunch of values in it. And it looks like the person before this went ahead and replaced all of those. I've seen a 10 microfarad cap like this. That's non-polarized. He's got a bunch more up here, but just sort of tacked in there. Yeah, it looks like this, I don't know when this was worked on, but looking at it, I guess I believe that it did work. All right, I guess I'd just give this a go and see what happens. All right, so I went ahead and just clipped the power cable because it has one of these old sockets, and I was just gonna put in polarized cable. So at least I can feel this is partially my work, even though it's not. All right, so let's solder in a new cable and bring it up on a variac. All right, so I got the new power cable in there. Got the set hooked up on a variac. Let's go ahead and test this out. I'm gonna watch how many watts. So it's 3.7, that's set at 0 volts. Alright, climbing a little bit, we're at 30 volts. We're at about 60 volts now. 90 volts. 72 watts.
Workplace roaming will be here soon. That select will save you money and
So it cuts off right there when I...
family. For your free quote in just minutes, 800-8666.
So I guess that's where the other volume knob comes in.
800-865-2266. Or go to selectquote.com. Full details on example policy and carrier ratings at selectquote.com/commercials. Price could vary by health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Okay, that is so loud. Jesus. Okay, I'm taking off the antenna. That was insane. All right. What is this other knob for?
You can get up to 40% off custom window treatments at blinds.com. Enjoy for the rest.
All right, so now my hand is the antenna.
Refresh doesn't need to be a hassle, and ordering online shouldn't mean sacrificing style or service. Blinds.com has a premium selection of blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, and more. We even have motorized shades to make your life that much easier. Need help making a selection? Our design it.
All right, why does the volume only kick on when I'm at max?
With Blinds, any hidden fees or misleading quotes. No showrooms or retail.
Maybe I have to look at the schematic, or yeah, I think that's...
Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window treatments. Shop Blinds.com right now and save up to 40% site-wide. Up to 40% off at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions.
Understand their image in Christ, who they are in Christ.
Really about the year 2019, I started what will be described as hockey stick growth.
All right, so I figured it out. I'm wondering if this volume pot has been changed because it's very sensitive.
Have one.
So yeah, you can see it just blurred it out. So I got to turn very slowly.
Together today, I don't know if you know that, but they call it.
There you
they
go.
want to talk with someone. That's the beginning of
So
relationship.
now it's working properly.
Research tells us that when you start with that, when you're an 8 to 12-year-old.
Okay, so that pilot light is on.
When you're 13 plus,
Just can't really see
being in
it.
a
Well,
dating relationship for 6 months or longer puts you on a conveyor belt.
can see it sort of in there.
Debut.
Dude, this is such a
that
nice
voice-changing really
little
isn't a
radio.
cheap thing. It's
Not
not
little,
something we should be
weighs a
encouraging
wad.
and nurturing. And here's the long-term.
I-20 eastbound crash near the connector. Going to be the West Expressway.
참 남을 사기치는 사람들도
AM 750 double.
Unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I get those letters from IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned.
So yeah, I mean, it's at 110 volts right now. It says it needs 110 volts. So I wonder what's going to happen when it goes to 120. If that's going to put too much pressure on the power transformer. I'll have to see.
Viewers and friends in Florida, we've got a lot of contacts and connections to Florida, both people that go to Florida and also.
So yeah, that's just a quick little video. This is a very nice radio. I used to be very confused when I first saw this radio online, just because the dial is off to the right instead of right in the center. But it's very interesting. It's a very interesting design. So yeah, if you just came across this radio and you just have any questions on it or wanted to see the inside before you went out and bought it, I hope this answered some questions. And I have it plugged into the wall, and there's not that much distortion in the audio.
They are bragging about it. So you've got, for instance, the head of Veterans Affairs, senators on Wednesday night that they performed their first VA abortion, and so the laws on Senator Langford's so important, why elections are so important, midterms.
Colby, Colby Academy. Catholic, classical, customized. Sponsor a Newman Guide College, the University of Mary, takes seriously the mission to serve the religious, academic, and cultural needs of our day. And that includes
I mean, it sounds great.
students with integrity, intelligence, and conviction. They graduate on time and
I mean, for being 92 years old now,
and bring these traits
sounds
to the
great.
workforce.
That's the video. Just very quick.
Inspiring
Just wanted to show
colleagues
this model.
and transforming
Very
lives.
cool.
Learn
Thanks.
more
See you next time.
at cometomary.life.